The question of the day is this: do I need to receive the Holy Spirit before I can pray in tongues? Essentially, the answer is yes. The Bible tells us that the Holy Spirit is gifted to believers. So if you have placed your faith in Jesus Christ, then the Holy Spirit is already at work in your life. You just may not be aware of him there. So let's talk about the gospel for a moment, because that's essentially the answer to the question on how do you receive the Holy Spirit and how do you begin praying in tongues. The gospel means good news. It's literally translated as good news, because the good news is this: God created us to be in relationship with him, but all of us have sinned. We have gone our own ways, made mistakes, and fallen short of his goodness. That sin separates us from God. But God didn't leave us there. Out of love, he sent Jesus Christ, his son, to live the perfect life we couldn't live. Then Jesus died on the cross, taking the punishment for our sin upon himself. 3 days later, he rose again, proving that sin and death don't have the final say. And because of what Jesus did, anyone who puts their trust in him is forgiven, restored, and brought back into right relationship with God. Not by earning it, but by grace. There's literally nothing you can do to earn right relationship with God. It is a gift, and you just have to accept that gift. Salvation is one of the most profound gifts anyone can receive, and yet it is the one gift you cannot earn. Human effort, moral striving, religious rituals, or even your own personal accomplishments and achievements cannot make you right with God. Ephesians 2 verses 8 and 9 is very clear. Salvation is a gift. It says, "For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith, and this is not from yourselves. It is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast." Key word or key phrase, that no one can boast, because it is 100% on God, his choice, to offer salvation through Jesus Christ. Again, salvation is a free gift, given freely, completely unearned, and fully reliant on what Jesus has done. His finished work. Literally nothing of our own fleshly works can achieve it. So, again, if you've placed your faith and trust and confessed that he is your Lord, and you know certainly that God raised him from the dead 3 days later, the Holy Spirit himself, the Spirit that is given to believers, that raised Jesus Christ from the dead, lives inside you. If you're a believer, 1 Corinthians 6 verse 19, our bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit. And again, this is an automatic gift. Through faith in Jesus, we are adopted into God's family automatically. John 1 verses 12 and 13 emphasize that believers gain the right to be called God's children. This is a permanent identity change. It's an instant new creation, not based on our own efforts or achievements, accomplishments, but on the gift of relationship that God freely offers. So that is how you essentially receive the Holy Spirit, believing and receiving Jesus. Being saved, though, is just the beginning. The new life he offers is meant to be lived in partnership with him, the Holy Spirit. The Spirit of God inside of you is your helper, your teacher, and your guide. So I guess the only thing essentially you have to do is be open to receiving this gift. Again, it's one of those things you have to step back. It's not your own works, achievements, doing this that will save you. As we know, keeping the law, not salvation. It is 100% on Jesus Christ's finished work. Truly believing, understanding, having your faith in that is how you receive the Holy Spirit. And if you're unsure if you have the Holy Spirit, if you are saved, Jesus says that you can ask God to give him to you in Luke 11:13. So if you feel like you haven't received him, even though it's automatic, ask for him and just see him show himself, because as we seek the kingdom and seek him first, all things are added, including awareness of his own spirit within you. So another verse, James 4:8, draw near to God and he will draw near to you. If you are unsure if you have him already, seek God, ask for him, and be open to receiving him. That is, I guess, the one step to how to receive him. Be open to receiving him. So in the next episode, we are going to talk about how to start praying in tongues, step by step. Again, put your faith in Jesus Christ, and I will see you in the next episode.